And we are in week 1, NACE Starleague just Rocket League action. Saints varsity team taking on University of North Carolina Wilmington. University of North Carolina Wilmington, UNCW. I believe they started off 0-1. I believe the Saints either got that first week victory or it's week 2 now, and they got that first round bye. So now we do have Rahman trying to see what play he can make early on. It looks like UNC Wilmington going to take a little bit of the pressure here on the Saints side. Looks like it's going to be Drifton, indubitably, and looking for that last member to round out the rest of this team. But the Saints, it's going to be the same usual 3 suspects, Spoods, Rahman, and Christian. And Spoods going to get early on the board.
Super quick one there from Spoods. Come in. That's the classic Spoods right there, all the way from that other side and just bring it straight down the middle. Getting off into the second kickoff here. He's going to go towards this North Carolina side. Spoods tries to just pop one right over that defender. It's not really going to work out. Indubitably, with a solid save there, is able to pass it back to Drifton and maybe get something started, but Spoods has been really on this ball today. Enough boost to maybe follow that one up, but just short on the timing there. Rahman with a quick demo, set up in front of the net. Drifton clears that one out.
Yeah, Spoods playing this one back toward that center line. He's got Rahman up the wall there. Maybe looking to make a play. Spoods going to take to the skies, go for that little flick reset. He's going to try to find that second touch as well. 2 of those members for UNCW, though, stacking up there. Now Rahman trying to get that second pinch. That shot is going to be denied. Christian got a little bit of boost to play with, waiting for a teammate to maybe come take that one off the platter. Nothing yet. Ball still in that neutral zone. Going to be a clear out here for UNC. Looks like it'll be C and D playing that one off the wall. Indubitably, now going to make a play to that back corner. Him and Drifton going to get a little bit tied up there. Now Christian seeing what he can get going. Going to be above that net. Going to try to find the shot. Can that second touch be found, though? Looks like Drifton or someone going to get there first and knock that one away.
Yeah, CND was there to clear that one out. Rahman out from the corner. Rahman's a big fan of those corner passes there. Often you can hit that angle where it sets it up right perfectly in the middle there, but indubitably trying to set it up off that backboard. Rahman's going to run out of boost for this follow-up, and we might be back to a little bit of ping-pong here, Jobin.
Yeah, I mean, there was a little bit of action in that early game. Rahman actually going to find that demo, but the Saints going to lose possession for the moment. However, Christian, he's going to make his way back and to go for that reset. Once again, these Saints going for these resets down the middle. I mean, at least you're keeping the pressure on. You're going to create those second chances. Now Spoods going to try to get something going in this far side corner. It looks like indubitably going to try to play that one back to his teammate, OND rather, not CND. It looks confusing with the TV there. Rahman going to send that one over the middle. Spoods just a little bit high and wide there. Christian maybe going to wait back here, try to get the re-engage here. Rahman and Christian trying to link up over the middle, not going to connect though. Still just 1 goal. Already been about 3 minutes in this game as well.
Yeah, a ton of shots to come through as well. Indubitably almost has a nice little carry there, a slow shot as well, but Spoods is the one to clear that one out. And every time one of these teams gets one on the net, we've seen a lot of slow shots today. Not a lot of absolute laser beams there at the net. And wonder if that's going to come through. I mean, sometimes the speed of the ball can be decisive as well, or deceiving. Drifton tries to bounce it off that crossbar for that save, but it's right back out to Spoods. He gets to reset this pressure. Christian from the corner. What a passing play there. What a follow-up from Christian to grab that rebound.
Yeah, the Saints had a lot of pressure in that UNC zone. You felt like sooner or later they were going to find some way to knock that one in. And we talked about the speed of the goal. Even that one, not going to have that much speed on it. But that's not going to be required. The Saints find that second one. Now UNC has a minute 43. Try to get on the board here rather for the first time and get going. OND gonna have a nice little early opportunity. Christian though gonna take him off the pitch for just a few moments here. Drifton gonna get a shot on the net there. Gonna be denied by Christian though. So UNCW trying to get a couple shots on the net here. Christian though, he's gonna walk this one right down the middle, try to find that second pinch once again. Will get denied for the time being.
It's a follow-up to come through from Spoods, though. Rahman passes it down from the skies, and that's 3-0 for this Saints team right now. Game 1 looking to be locked in with this aggression, but still a minute 20 left. Not a ton of time, but enough to work with if you're Wilmington here.
Yeah, if you can find one maybe before that 50-second mark, usually the rule of thumb is if it's 2 or 3 goals within that 45-second to a minute mark, usually not going to be unobtainable, but going to be difficult, and it just got a whole lot trickier. Rahman going to get on the board for the first time today. Beautiful job to setting himself up off that corner. Indubitably not able to go make that play. He's going to knock that one home. The guys got to be feeling good about that one on stage. Got to start off that NACE season on a hot foot. I mean, they had a really good run in that OCRS Cup as well. So this team been playing very, very well recently. Want to try to keep those winning ways going.
Yeah, it looked like Indubitably was chasing after that contest there in the corner, but just popped right over him by Ramen. The awareness of where these other players are, and it's almost like the read on their movement as well. Christian gets a shot off, bounce off the backboard. Ramen make it a second, 3 shots, 2 goals, an assist on another goal here in the game, and the goals are just racking up here in game 1.
Yeah, and they're getting more and more impressive by each goal there, Ramen. Beautiful job off that ceiling, keeping max control of that car. And as we talked about, that 3-0 lead with a minute 20, still hard, but somewhat feasible, maybe obtainable. Being down 5 with under a minute, it isn't that we are playing best of 5s for the NACE regular season, though, so they will potentially have a couple more chances here. The Saints are starting to flex just a little bit, trying to get that stealing shot to go. Maybe Ramen going headhunting here, trying to gain possession. He's going to send that one back over to Spooge. Saints, right now, you're basically trying to run that clock off. Maybe you try to find another shot or two, try to do a little bit of clip farming other than that. Ramen and Spooge, though, looks like the 2-man game in the air. Going to work, but not going to be able to find anything.
Yeah, it's looking like the lock is coming through for the Saints. 20 minutes, dripped in, looking to see if they can find anything to stop this shutout, but with 15 seconds left, and Christian having possession of the ball here. Actually, 2 players from Wilmington there for a bit of a congestion, but that's looking like a bounce that might make it 6-0. Spoods, the follow-up, OND knocks it into the corner, but we're just waiting for that ball to hit the ground at this point.
Yeah, Christian going to do a little bit of a contest there. That ball looks like it will eventually hit that far side blue corner. And St. Clair College will take game 1 against UNCW. I believe 5-0 ends up being that final scoreline. Just a very strong effort front to back. I mean, 13 shots to 3. You're going to usually have a pretty damn good time with that. Look at the saves, all the assists, all 3 of those members, they got involved. They got part of the game plan.
13 shots, too.
Yeah, 13 to 3, that'll work.
Yeah, and to be fair, looking at the amount of shots, 5-0 is not the craziest score. That could have been way more up there. A high amount of saves coming through from Wilmington, but it's the same problem, and we've seen teams do this to the Saints as well. It's just shots, 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 and continue the pressure, and it's when they grab those rebounds from the corner and set up another pass to the middle that enables another 2 or 3 shots before the defense even knows what's going on.
Yeah, they got more shots than Lil Jon on the net a couple of these games. Ramen going to try to get this going early on. Going to take the skies. Dripton, though, going to be there to knock that one away. The Saints, they want to get in here. They want to make sure they take this early lead in the series. Oh, Spoods, a beautiful lineup. Just not able to convert. Christian trying to do his best to hold the line here. Ramen going to be the next one to the ball. Going to cycle that one to the corner. See if Christian can maybe get there. First touch going to be found. Now, indubitably, he's going to get taken out. Christian going to be the one to do the dirty work there. Now, Spoods trying to float that one right down the middle. Maybe a shot the other way here, though. Oh, beautiful chance from Dripton, but Christian luckily gets back there in time. Just not enough speed on that ball to really convert. Now, Christian, little stop and go here. Now it's only versus Dripton. Christian is going to win that 50, going to gain possession, still holding the zone. Can he find the goal? Christian trying to get it all done himself, almost making it work. Spood's going to get taken out, but the Saints coming close to cracking the goal there.
This is what I'm telling you about these reads. It's when you know exactly what your opponent is looking for.
Oh, no.
Is the bouncer going to come through? Dripton tries to save it, but 2 Saints in front of the net. Christian's going to be the one to tap that in, get some redemption for the goal that wasn't found earlier. Look at Dripton.
Almost.
Tries so hard, and Christian right there for the tap back.
Yeah, Dripton, such a good job to play that one. Basically saves a guaranteed goal. But Christian, as you said, he was not going to be denied after that insane solo effort. Basically skated around the entire team for 15, 20 seconds. Ramen, fantastic job to get a good read on that ball as well. Dripton going to knock that one toward that Saints end. Spoods now. He's going to take it up over the middle here. Only 5 boosts left to play. A fantastic contest by OND, trying to clear the zone, but Christian still there to play this ball. The Saints right now just refuse to leave this blue side zone.
Yeah, as it comes off backboard there. That's the setup that the Saints love to take it in slow from that corner, bounce it off the backboard until you see Christian, Spoods, Ramen, whoever it be, fly in from the middle and absolutely nail that ball to the back of the net there. Indubitably clearing it out with the corner. Misses the second touch, but Dripton picks that one up, and starts a little bit of pressure towards this net, but when it goes up there and you see two Saints defenders, you almost just have to let that ball be cleared out because you can't risk going too deep and overextending there.
Spoods, great little flip there to Ramen. Ramen with the step back pass there, seeing if any of these teammates are ready. Christian, you see him flying in from off screen there, maybe not ready to receive that pass quite yet. Now Drifton, they've got a half decent shot here off the backboard. The second touch gonna be on target, actually just rather a little bit to the right there. Now Christian trying to play this one out of the zone. You're going to get a little bit of boost. Now he's going to be in this 1v1 trying to make a play. Indubitably, though, makes a fantastic read on the ball. That challenge was excellent. Saints still trying to keep this ball cycled deep in this blue zone. It's going to go back to their side of the pitch, though. Ramen and Spoods maybe looking for a pinch play here. Ramen, no boost to take to the skies, though. Spoods, though, there to make the save.
Dripton's actually doing a great job at grabbing a lot of these rebounds, or a lot of these clears that Spoods is trying to get aren't exactly missing the mark on power and distance, and Dripton's able to pick those up. Now, see, we've spent a good chunk in the Saints zone here. Saints as well, only been able to find one goal this game, a stark contrast to what we saw 2 minutes there in game one.
Yeah.
Like we always say in Rocket League, game one, that feeling out game, that warm-up game, game two, this is when the series starts, this is when the adaptations start to come through, and you're already seeing that here in the score. A much tighter game here in game two.
Yeah, the only problem was the Saints had, I believe it was that 3-0 lead with 1:20, and you know what happens. Sometimes you get scored on once, and it's like the dam breaks, the water starts to flood. So they're doing a very good job, though, at least staying in the game right now. They're giving themselves a chance. Christian trying to come down the middle, a bit of a misread. Christian there to hit that one home, just like we were talking about. There's that second goal you're looking for, and now you're starting to see shades of last game as well. They played such a solid 3.5 minutes, but all it takes is a couple seconds and a couple nice shots. Christian's going to line that one up, and now the Saints just have to hold on to a 2-0 lead.
Listen, I've got American football on the brain from last night there, and Christian saw that gap, and boy, did he find his way through it. That ball is going to be good. 2-0 now. 1:20 left. A lot of pressure here in this zone. Christian gets that second touch on the ball, but indubitably should be able to clear it out past the defender here. He's right on the net. Can't find that second touch, though. Can't really find the speed to catch up to that ball, unfortunately. OND
what a
keeping it alive. What is happening right now? Dripton looks like he's going to find the touch on that one. Just barely misses it somehow by a hair, by a pixel. Now, bouncing right in front of Saints net. OND flies by Christian in the air, and this could be a carry and a half. Off to the cross, or off the post towards that left side.
Right,
that's a goal.
Crossbar to crossbar, I guess. If you're UNCW, I mean, why not? Just a nice little pinch off the back wall. They're all three Saints committing on the offense, and I mean that one, that's going to stroll down Main Street right into the back of the net. Christian going to get a little demo there for a little after effects, but that is going to be the goal that UNCW was looking for. Their first goal of the series. They could not have picked a better time. They had to get one nice and quick. Now they have a very real chance to get back in this game, especially if the Saints are going to turn the ball over and give them a couple more chances here.
Dripton, there's the follow-up. 2-2 here in game two, 36 seconds.
Someone sitting in the net?
Possibly. I think it might have been Spoods there in the back of the net. He
couldn't get the angle.
Yeah, he was trying to get that reposition.
He was standing still. Yeah, it just looks strange.
Yeah, but you can see trying to get that reposition there, just wasn't able to find that in the end, and 2-2 Dripton nails that pass that was set up by Indubitably, or by OND there. 30 seconds remaining.
No way.
That's a quick one from the corner. Right corner to left corner of that net. Absolutely snipes that left post there. Christian, did he tap it? No, he didn't. It was just off that post. It almost looked like Indubitably tapped it from Christian's perspective there, but
that's going to be a hat trick for Christian. Going to be the only goal scorer for this Saints side in game two, but they are more than happy to take those goals. Maybe looking for number 4 here. He's got to go 1-1 against Indubitably here. The second follow, though, off the crossbar. The save is going to be made, but that ball is still in a very, very dangerous spot. However, if you're St. Clair, now that you have that lead, you can play that clock, just try to drain that clock away. Ramen going to send that one in deep now. Indubitably, they only have maybe 1 or 2 chances potentially. 3 seconds left, though. It's going to all come down to this last chance. Spoods, though, going to get a piece of that one. That one's going to no man's land. That ball's going to touch, and that is going to be a second game in a row going over to St. Clair.
That is game 2, 2-0 in the series now. You can just tell by this scoreboard, though. Yes, it did end 3-2, a much tighter game, and you're seeing that in the shots as well. Only 9 shots to come through from the Saints. That's 4 less than last game, and 6. You're only up 3 shots there. Wilmington clearly making adaptations, finding the 2 goals as well. Question is, can they deal with this Saints offense coming into game 3? That's been the big thing, and shutting down a player like Christian, who's going to try and make a lot of these reads. He's going into them and saying, I know exactly what you're going to do. I am going to maneuver my way around you, and there's going to be no one blocking the net when I make my shot.
And that's why this team can be very tricky to deal with. We see Raman in game 1 made a lot of those great ceiling shots, cycled the ball in the corner. While we've seen Spoods plenty of times, we know that he can go deep in his bag and find a bunch of insane goals. And Christian, as you said, finds the hat trick, has consistently found the back of the net this semester. Trying to get a little bit of a back tap there. Ball going to go back toward that Saints end, dripped in. Nice early shot on net for Wilmington. Spoods, though, he's going to take this one right back the other way. Maybe he's got a lane, too. Going to find the second touch. Not going to be able to get that one to the net, though. Indubitably going to go roaring past there. Now Christian, next one to play. He's going to go far side corner with that one. Maybe trying to set up Spoods here. Maybe go for that fake out. OND, though, going to be the next one there. Looks like Dripton should be here to play that one down to the Saints zone. Raman going to be there to deny that one. Going to get a save for it as well.
Clears that one to the corner. Christian can't make it past Dripton, but does find
Doesn't
that
matter.
demo.
Made it through Dripton.
Yeah, one player down for a little bit. Dripton back up, but no boost to work with. Can't follow up on
All
that.
right, Christian.
Demo
Spawn
machine
trapping.
right now. Playing team deathmatch here in Rocket League. Trying to buff the KD a little bit. Spoods not able to find the tap on that one in the air. Actually flies right by it. Now, indubitably, he's going to find an air carry of their own. But Raman, he's been the controller of the air this entire season. Always finding those contests, whether it be right center field, but 40 feet in the air, or right in front on top of that backboard there. Raman, he's always in the skies.
Yeah, the Saints going to maybe get a shot on net. They're dripped in there to make that save, but Raman going to get enough of that one to maybe keep the zone alive here for a second. Christian going to go over to Spoods. All 3 of these Wilmington members trying to figure out some way to deal with it. Dripton making a good read there in front of that one. Going to get ahead of that shot. Knocks it back toward that Saints end, but just like the other times, the Saints immediately get going on that counter-attack. Christian trying to apply that pressure to OND right now, indubitably waiting in the wings back here. Just gets that full boost on respawn there, but they are actually able to gain that zone as well. The Saints going to be able to take possession back. Those Spoods trying to get the breakout going. A fantastic challenge, though. Maybe Wilmington can make something happen here. OND going to get a shot toward the net. Christian, he's going to be there to make that save. Should be able to carry this one down the length of the field as well.
Spoods tries to set one up off the backboard. Raman looks like a good angle, but Dripton and OND are right there, ready, holding that right side of the net, close to that post. Able to make that save. Spoods not going to find the tap towards the middle there, but off the wall from Raman. These 3 defenders are locked down in their zone right now, and the pressure coming through from the Saints is unrelenting. This is what I'm talking about. The reset. Look at how all this boost is being used to just keep the ball on the Saints' noses there. They're always in control, and Wilmington always just sitting there trying to keep up with their next play, with that next pass.
Now, what a pass from Raman to the little swivel on top of the crossbar. Buys him just enough space, and Spoods, obviously strong as ever, is good to knock that one through. Going to get the Saints that 1-goal lead about halfway through this game 3. This is potentially deciding game 3 of this series. That ball going to careen back toward the Wilmington zone, Raman almost going to win that foot race there and get to that ball first, indubitably. Now he's going to see what he can cook up here. Maybe finds the bump. The save is made, though. Raman with the backside of the car. It looked like it was a done deal. The door stays closed, and Wilmington keeps that 0 on the board. The Saints, they're going to be able to find the clear here. Christian trying to take this one all the way down. OND is going to be there for the save. Raman credited with that shot. Saints getting a little bit tangled up in front of the crease there, but a minute 50, they still have that 1-0 lead.
Yeah, once again, another low scoring game. Maybe that first game just happened to be that outlier before these adjustments came through. You can already see, too, North Carolina getting much more comfortable contesting these balls, but you still got to make sure you get it out of your zone once in a while. We've spent a lot of time here in the blue, not a lot of time looking at that orange goal right there.
Look at Spoods just trying to play the timing game with OND there. That ball a little bit dangerous for the Saints. Spoods, though, had enough boost. He's going to safely knock that one to the corner. Now Christian maybe seeing if he can cut that tight angle. The second chance, though, not going to be there. Spoods, though, for the third chance, trying to go far side. Dripton ready and waiting there to make that save. Saints got to make sure they get on the rotation here. Spoods, he'll be there to play this one off the wall. probably try to carry it down Main Street here. The demo's going to be good. Spoons is going to make it past the other defender. Going to go for that flip reset. The respawn, though, well timed. Wilmington, though, you got 55 seconds left, and you have to find a goal.
Gotta make something happen with this 50 seconds. This is the match on the line here. Saints 2-0 coming into this. A 1-0 game, one of the lowest scoring Rocket League games we've had in a while here. Indubitably, there's that one out towards mid, but Spoons and Christian right there to follow up on it. Christian flying in to the corner, trying to do that same exact thing that found them the first goal. Wilmington, a little bit ready for it this time.
Listen, Christian is nothing if not consistent. They got a strategy they want to go for, and that just shows you kind of the game plan, or at least they have an idea, they have an identity, which is very, very good for winning consistently. You can kind of keep teams guessing, but you can do more of the same. That shot's going to be dangerous, and that's going to be the dagger, more than likely. The Saints, they're going to find their second one on the board there. Christian, right place, right time. Rahman, once again, beautiful job. Pass off the wall, fakes out that second defender, opens up the floodgates for Christian. And 9 seconds to play, and I'm more than likely going to say 9 seconds left in this series.
Yeah, it was 2.5 minutes since that last goal. A lot of Rocket League with not much happening, but when you find that second goal at 9 minutes, the game is all but over there. The series is all but over as Saints take that game 3. That's going to be a 3-0 here in week 2 of NACE Starleague. That's going to leave Saints 2-0 after their first week. I believe that was up against Miami-Dade there. And UNC Wilmington, believe they're going to be 0-2 after this week here.
Yeah, the team getting hot later and later. They won that OCRS, got that CRL World's Last Chance qualifier spot. This team been coming together at the right time. They seem to gel with each other very, very well. They've given us tons of great moments these last couple weeks. Very, very high hopes for this team going forward. But with that being said, that is actually going to be our only match of the night, Rocket League. Sometimes it's a quick one for us. The Saints, they do walk away with this 3-0 win. Shout out to Ryan and Amanda trying to put out all the fires backstage. Me and Fundy for calling the game and holding things down. But we will not keep anyone later than needed. Thank you guys all for tuning in, and have a good one.